Welcome back to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. Today I would like to talk about the psychology of people who don't post their photos on social media. So the way things are nowadays with all the social media, everything is online. You can get as much information as possible online. You can see everything people are doing, from their daily shopping to the restaurants they use to pictures of every single event in their life. And it's become a norm, so we feel that we kind of have to post, we have to put ourselves out there, we have to keep up with people. There's that saying, keeping up with the Joneses. It's like you're having to keep up with people and put everything out there, and it's like people have a right to that, but actually people don't have a right to see your personal information, to see your personal occasions, to see into the inner workings of your life. People don't have a right to that. But I think the way things are set up nowadays is everything's online, so we just presume that we need to do it, we need to take part in it, we need to update things, we need to post everything that we're doing and let everybody know what's happening, when actually that's not the case. And a lot of people have started choosing not to be on social media. So not to have a Facebook account, not to have an Instagram account, not to have Snapchat, all these different areas of the internet. And to be honest, some of them I don't even know myself. I have a TikTok account, I have Facebook, but that's about it. And I'm not really very up on all the forms of social media. But what I find is that I used to post on Facebook a lot, I used to post pictures a lot. And through Facebook, I have some people who live in different countries that I keep in touch with. So that's really kind of like why I have Facebook. And I started posting pictures and stuff. And then what would happen is Facebook would give me a reminder. So it might be a nice picture, a nice thing, a nice event that I've been to with my boys. And sometimes it's actually really nice to see the size of them when they were weird, and it's nice to see those memories. But sometimes it's actually difficult memories. So when I lost my dad or when I lost my gran, and you feel like kind of Facebook's punching you in the gut because it's bringing this memory up. And so I actually have, in the last couple of years, stopped posting as much on Facebook. I go on every now and again to see what people are doing, the people in my life that I don't see very often or that are abroad. But I don't tend to post as much as I used to. And I don't really go into Facebook very much. So what I've found is that a lot of people think that they have to put themselves online. And I think a lot of people are starting to realise that that's not actually true, and that you can avoid social media. And actually, avoiding social media is actually really good for your mental health. Being out there and having every aspect of your life in public is not good for your mental health. You feel like you have to keep up with people. You feel like you have to be buying the newest thing, going to the newest event, being part of the newest food trend or clothing trend, whatever it is. And actually, people are starting to realise that it's information overload, it's overwhelming. You get burnt out by it because you're just bombarded all the time. And quite often, people get into a habit of chasing the likes. How many people have liked my post? How many people have commented? And it becomes a form of validation for you, and really external validation. And what you're doing is you're letting the world into your life. You're comparing yourself to other people, and really it stops you being able to preserve your peace, and it affects your mental health. So a lot of people have realised this and started moving away from social media and moving away from posting as much, so that they can preserve their peace. So when people do start moving away from posting and reposting and feeling like they have to keep up with people, it really starts to show them that they don't need validation. They don't need validation from others. Your acceptance of yourself should be internal. If it's external and you have what we call an external locus of evaluation, you're valuable because you have so many likes, you're valuable because you have so many followers, you're valuable because you are seen in a certain way by other people. That's showing that your value and your worth is measured by the external values of other people, rather than how you value yourself and how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem. So when people choose to move away from social media and take themselves off or post less, it means that you're making your life more private. You're not posting for likes or views. If you do post something, it's because it's important to you and you really want it to be seen. And when you are looking for confidence in yourself and you're building that up due to external validation, it's not true confidence. It really isn't. It's confidence based on what other people think about you. So a lot of people are trading that attention that they used to get for their peace, and they are moving away from posting on social media. And when you opt out intentionally to protect your peace, it actually really helps your mental health. And when you're not seen on social media, there's not a lot out there about you. It is powerful because you're actually taking your power back and saying, do you know what, my life is private. I don't need validation of others. And you're basically building and living your life while other people are posting for likes and follows. And you're living your life and you're taking control of that. Quite often when people choose to step back and not post as much on social media or not post at all, they might post very rarely, and that means they're sharing selectively and their privacy is important to them. Some people live their whole lives online and they actually then put the lives of their children online as well, and they actually live their whole existence online, and it seems to be like likes and follows and pictures and things that they post are more important than actually living their life, being mindfully living their life and being present. Now, if all you're doing is taking pictures and videos and posting them of what you're doing or your family, you're not actually living in the moment. You're living through a lens. You're living through recording a video. You're living through looking at your phone and taking a picture. When actually people who don't post as much are actually enjoying their lives. They're being in the moment. They're being mindful. They're making memories with their family, with their partners, with their children. And yes, they may not have as many photos, or they may not post as many photos, but they might have photos of those events. They are present at those events and they actually are living their life and enjoying their life, rather than doing it to see how many people like it and how many people follow them. So what I would say is, life is not about keeping up with other people. It's not about likes, it's not about follows. It's actually about living your life, being mindful of preserving your peace and actually enjoying the time that you have with people and the time that you have on this earth. We only have a finite amount of time, and if the way you're living your life is to chase validation from other people rather than accepting yourself, valuing yourself, and valuing your time and your energy, and then keeping that preserved for yourself and your family and preserving your peace within that, that's so much more important than likes and follows. And it means that you're actually genuinely living your life. You're being mindful, you're being present, and you are enjoying yourself, not for likes and shares and what other people think about your life. I used to post a lot on Facebook, but I came away from it. I felt like I was constantly looking at it or constantly posting stuff, and I was thinking, I'm taking time out of what I'm doing to do that. Now, I know that this is on a YouTube video, and I know that obviously I'm posting this for people to look at and hopefully to help people, and you're using social media to look at this. But I think it's slightly different, because what I'm doing is I'm hoping that me saying this and me talking to you about the fact that you have the permission to take a step back, you have the permission to actually live your life, not for other people and not for other people to see it, but actually just to live it for yourself and your family, and to enjoy the time that you have. I'm hoping that that will help somebody, and that will help you feel better about maybe being someone who doesn't post very often, or if you do post a lot and you do feel like social media is taking over, what you can do is you can think about stepping back and posting less, and then seeing how that makes you feel. And if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel less anxious, because a lot of the time people feel like they have to post a certain amount of times in a week or a day, they have to post a certain amount of pictures, it's like it's compulsory, and that can bring anxiety. So if you feel less anxious when you take a step back from social media, I think that's really important, and I think it's really telling, and it's showing you that actually social media has its positives, but it's not the be all and end all, and it's not something that we should throw ourselves into and throw our children and our family into without even thinking about what that means and the pressure that you're putting on yourself. So I hope that this video has helped. If stepping back from social media has helped you, please put in the comments, let us know your experience, let me know how you've got on with that. And if it's the other way and you love it, and you love being active on social media, you love the presence, it gives you comfort, it makes you happy, then knock yourself out, fair enough, go for it. But I think as long as you're preserving your mental health and working on your mental health, and that's okay for you, then fantastic. But I think a lot of people struggle with it, and I thought a lot of people could do with taking a step back and scrolling less. So I hope this video has helped you, and I will see you in the next one.